5421 South King Drive.
Really?
5421 on King.
Come on.
I swear to God, I tell you about I tell you about everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax.
Members of F began to turn on the FBI and cooperate. Lil Durk grew very upset during his court appearance today when the feds disclosed that they had produced a new evidence file against him called The End of Durk Banks. Information on Lil Durk's role in King Von's demise is even included in this proof file. To completely understand everything in it, the first piece of new evidence against Vanny's father must be understood. He snitched out both his own son and Lil Durk for what they did.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonni, is it open? Vonni told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonni, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was the exact words. Was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonni backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? I got bankers. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that, another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before.
In this new evidence file are excerpts from an academic's interview with Vanny's father, which would eventually document all that transpired and the reasons Durk wanted King Von removed. The authorities even stated that Durk and King Von were both working on a case at the time of King Von's passing. Blaming King Von for the crime, he probably made a covert deal with the federal government that ended in a private settlement. Following King Von's passing,
why would Durk want Von?
Oh, man, let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table when I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was a slack. He was signing the boys. He was Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that.
I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He got a public defender.
A user posted the new information on Twitter along with a comment. Vonnie's dad leaking that Lil Durk had Van dealt with is really making me wonder why Durk suddenly goes on IG Live. When somebody he's connected to passes away, he went live just before the deaths of Von, FBG Duck, and Lil Pab, because Durk is using Instagram Live as a live-action alibi. Even the federal government is beginning to mistrust him. But this data is coming to light for a reason. According to a tweet, Vanny's father is upset that his son became a government agent and says Vonni orchestrated Lil Pab's killing.
No, he ain't take my advice. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches of paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonni snitching with the text messages, like that's...
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
But that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and and with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated Lil Pab, you orchestrated this, and guess who you were?
Vonnie's father leaked all of this information. And when the police investigated him, they found that he was from the streets where you could snitch back at someone who snitched. Even though it was his own kid, Vanny's father didn't mince words. Lil Durk's sister-in-law, a Chicago rapper, admitted that M for Hire fueled the case by calling King Von's cousin Vanny a rat and a snitch in an Instagram post. Way to confirm the accuracy of what Vanny's father had just said. Osha Vanny is no longer in the custody of the Bureau of Prisons. It was also reported during today's court session. This indicates that he is no longer in jail, probably under home arrest. The federal authorities have also verified the veracity of the proof Vonni gave them, which is why they allowed him to be released. If Vonni were able to get his hands on a cell phone, he would text a close friend who would then flip. Vonni is spilling everything and is not amused by Vonni snitching. He got an SMS from Vonni. The base for M for Hire is 32, and I'm attempting to plead out on that as well. Max's age is 43 years old. The plea would cost me 2 points, the early plea would cost me 1 point, and the lack of prior knowledge would cost me 2 points. Consequently, I will only have 27 points, or 5 to 7 years. That is not as good as this. I had to miss the trial. You could elbow me. They treat other boys the same way, and I don't want that for myself. Lil Durk's statement that he doesn't want to get gut like those other boys is a reference to Jam, who also snitched on him. However, Jam was punished for his activities after being captured in a crib outside of Atlanta. However, more on that later. Vanny's father, meanwhile, is actually he eventually disclosed the cause for his betrayal of Lil Durk, expressing his displeasure that his child became an FBI agent. In FERC, Vonni and FD Lil Ted are MTF DD's younger brothers. Even though Ted, DD, and Vonni are all related through extended family. The recent body cam footage showing Lil Ted begging to flip on Lil Durk and F members has changed the case. The lawyers for Durk filed documentation for a long time regarding their proposed bond. This calls into question what Lil Ted said to the feds. As Durk's main man and FDDA's younger brother, Ted is related to OTF Vonni and likely has access to all of F's most personal information. The fact that he was caught with a gun in his pants pocket at a neighboring convenience store infuriated him.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
The local police then recognized Lil Ted because of his older brother, and he was brought to the police station. Before even entering the police station, he would be crying as he called out to the officers. In the hopes of escaping being placed in a jail cell, I swear I'll inform you about the deaths. But it was much too late for him.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
So that he could get out of jail, go home, and never have to return. Lil Ted would cry hysterically as he was placed in the waiting cell. He wanted nothing more than to snitch on every F member he knew who had committed crimes.
You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? What you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
According to court documents, someone had stolen his family's last name, and with was his older brother. It was his younger brother, but everyone assumed it was DD. The best case scenario for the feds was this, one of the police's most used tactics. It is possible for two criminals who are connected to each other to have friends who are also their parents. They would interview all of the suspects within a jail and persuade them to either snitch or enter into a plea deal in order to keep them from ruining their own life. which is likely what actually occurred. Despite their efforts to improve their situation by snitching out of jail, what happened to Lil Durk is quite concerning. In case you missed it, local rapper Lil Durk got into a fight inside a prison this Free the Bro. Lil Baby tweeted in the morning, adding, "I don't care about anything else other than Durk right now." How the streets connected the events that took place. The opening tweet says, "Homie, it's Lurk's first day. Last night, Glee passed away in Chicago." The question of who might seek revenge against FF is thus raised, as certain F members are now the target. It was only a few days later that fans learned. After Glee passed away, Wando, Rondo, and LOL Tim gave separate interviews on the day of Lil Durk's arrest, but they both felt the same way, and the interviews were released that same day. It seems that these two used interviews as a cover when Lil Durk was arrested, which many people find odd given how Lil Durk used Instagram Lives as a live-action alibi. According to Lil Tim,
I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him and shit like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Despite what Durk had done to his best buddy, Quando Rondo showed Durk a lot of respect by even going so far as to say that he wished it had been handled differently.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Speaking about how they wish two of Lil Durk's operators that were interviewed the same day Lil Durk was arrested had gone differently doesn't seem suspicious. But then the real reason behind what they had done that day came to light. It was almost time for Lil Durk to be released from prison. The previous day, the press reported that Durk's father had mentioned his release on bond. The judge couldn't refuse the settlement his lawyers negotiated on his third attempt.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
With the prosecutors abandoning evidence against him, Lil Durk was given a release date. As the news reported, to understand when you need to know, the prosecution read the evidence against Lil Durk out loud in front of the entire crowd and told the judge that they were willingly throwing it out during his court appearance today. I wonder how the rest of his bail hearing will be affected by this. According to Durk Rap, they got an outfit and a place. And when they looked at your son sobbing on TV, they said, no, no. In order to show the judge that they wanted this evidence to be rejected, they read it aloud, indicating that it was connected to this news report.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
It should be mentioned that the prosecution read this out loud when the court was debating Durk's bond release. His final decision will surely take this into account. To comprehend his final decision, it is essential to realize that Charleston White had a variety of opinions on the subject.
This is a real victory. now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
The judge would then state that he would make a decision in a few days. Durk's lawyer, Drew Finneling, would question DJ Academics during his few days off. When the scholars inquired about Durk's willingness to consider a plea deal, he would reply,
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
Their entire motivation is to stand by Durk's. Attorney who clarifies that all Durk does in his songs and online is to express his First
Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is...
Days that followed. However, Lil Durk's bond release would be denied. But the reason for this is the proof Jam gave the federal government. He turned it over to the police, and it states that over 230 gigabytes of digital evidence, including 20,000 pages of reports, audio recordings, and video surveillance, is presently being assessed as a finding. Jam has been wearing a wire around Lil Durk and F members for over a year, according to the court update. It is believed by the Fed that Durk paid to deal with these two people. Durk's sibling, Dave Thang, was first bought by Stephen Matt. The second was the newborn mother of Jam, who passed away when Lil Durk found out he had a wire around his neck. Jam is believed by the feds to have the key to Durk's incarceration for all 3 crimes. During this Instagram Live, Lil Durk saw that Jam was gripping the top of his jacket and talking.
Hey, Gabe! You need to check on your man. I heard you got hit. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I knew having a day architect. What happened to dare? Schools outside that.
Lil Durk was aware that Jam was spying months before he was apprehended. It became clear that Durk would not be playing 3D chess all the time. He was confident Jam would comply.
From a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your cooperation.
Knowing that Jam was wearing a wire, Lil Durk would choose a quiet place and gather up his whole family. Then he would explain that he doesn't share any information with anyone and that he no longer tells his friends where he lives. You can see how sad he is to learn that Jam snitched.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the
you say everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody.
hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away.
I don't think people...
Jam is also the guy to whom Lil Durk paid $50,000 during this Instagram Live. Something that most people are probably unaware of. You should watch them in the backdrop of the video, though. They were essential to what happened thereafter.
What's his name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the middle for some baby mama get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did it all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really was just getting in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
There was now a federal inquiry into the people in the background of that Instagram Live. Ultimately, they were able to piece together that these are the same people who accompanied King Von on his jewelry shopping trip. Thus, they were constantly in agreement. They also proceeded to Los Angeles and committed the crime of Lil...
Solitary
Hey,
stone.
we just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
But if you believe there is more than enough evidence to convict Lil Durk, please let us know in the comments section below. I'm curious about the number of fans